Hello everyone, and this is Serenes here, back with an awesome Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay today. And look who has just joined the party, WeeMitch78, Chris Mitchell from YouTube, and I'm very happy to present today, guys, a gameplay of myself playing with Chris, and I'm sure that he's going to enjoy this video. I hope that he does. But Chris has been such a great guy to me on YouTube, watches pretty much all of my videos, always comments on them, and it was really nice to get a gameplay with him today because I was saying to him it was long overdue. I was really wanting to play with Chris for a while now and look to play more with him in the future, but today this is the first gameplay I played with the legend, and we did actually win this match together, the first one we've ever played, so I was very happy to obviously achieve that as well. And playing in squads with him and Son, and really nice gameplay today. It's a nice one to start off with Chris. I'm sure we're going to have many more, Chris, but I hope you enjoy. And really great feeling, like I say, to obviously win the first match I play with him, the legend. So as you can see here, the die-cast skin as well. First time you've seen this skin on my channel, but I've had a lot of awesome action using this skin as well. And to start things off, we're going to go to Lonely Lodge just because first up on the bus, and we're quite experienced at the place. And as you can see, it could be a tilted lodge. A lot of people jump out early, although some of them probably will be going risky reels and stuff. But at this point here, just making way towards the tower, and I think that's where Chris decides to go as well. So that was actually going to work out really nicely for us, and I think what you're about to see is going to foreshadow the teamwork of Chris and I in the future. But as you can see, one of the enemies lands with Chris here. I'm like, Chris, I got your back, homie. I'm here, bro. I'm here with you. Let's get him. Let's axe him. Let's get him. Let's get him. He's knocked him down. And great teamwork from Chris and myself there. I mean, and I just said to Chris at this point, well, that's an omen of things to come, dude. That was awesome. And at this point, Chris trying to get past. Sorry, Chris, I'm recording, man. That was sick. But yeah, to start things off, the first bit of teamwork with Chris and Serenes, that was brilliant, man. Really was a nice start to the game, and like I said, we got to win this now, dude. That was nice. That was a good start. And at this point, Chris and I are making our way because Son said he needed help, but brilliant teamwork there. Like get him together with the with the pickaxe. So great play. And at this point here, just making my way over to Son to help him out as well. So really nice play from Chris and myself. I mean, it was I just said to Chris, just axe him, man, let's do it. And it really worked out. I mean, 2 axes is better than 1, but really nice play. And at this point here, just sort of making sure they get some weapons as we go towards Son, sort of, so I can be of more use. But I think either they sort of leave around him, or he either killed them. I'm not sure what happened there, but they sort of disappeared. But yeah, we're still around, and I think we won Lonely Lodge after that. I was lucky to get the kill for it, although it could have gone to Chris or myself. I think it was whoever got the last pickaxe swing. I guess it was me, but but yeah, it was pretty hilarious to bludgeon that guy in that way. And yeah, don't come and get our chest, man. It's ours. So at this point here, guys, making use of the mushrooms. After all that, didn't really loot too much, but I think that was worth it for that funny start. That was quite hilarious, to be honest. And at this point, just getting my shields up and just making sure I get material. If you don't have good weaponry, try and get as much material as you can. So that's what I was sort of doing here. And at this point here, just looking around again for weaponry. Not too much to find at this point, so just checking all the shacks as well, because obviously need a shotty right now. Do have the, I think it's the white burst there, isn't it? So, it's like the sort of standard default assault rifle that no one wants, but I'll take it for now because there's nothing else on offer. So again, just like looking to get some wood here and pair up with the boys as we make our journey. But a really nice start to the gameplay. Nice to get a lot of wood early on. Might as well be doing that, being productive in that way. If the weapons aren't quite there, so nice play in that respect. But as you can see here, just still getting material to make sure that I have enough going forward, and looking to make our way now. And we're actually in the zone as well, so we can actually take our time on this as well. Being in the zone has that sort of advantage. But yeah, we definitely want to roam the world a bit and have a look around, that's for sure. But yeah, just we gotta just take our time and you know, make sure we get everything we need. Main thing here I was focusing on was wood, and yeah, just making sure that we get those things really. And as you can see, just finishing off to loot Lonely Lodge, and still just collecting wood wherever I can. So at this point here, just I think we're still gathering things. I was making sure that the guys had like enough shields to make sure they had enough going forward. So that's what I was sort of discussing, and say to Chris at this point, dude, you can get your shield up a bit, because of him taking like 10 health loss from getting, I think he got swung once with the axe from the guy that we teamed up on. So I said you can have this mushroom on me, and you know, because like just to sort of, you know, help him out a little bit. And at this point here, just moving forward, guys, to probably Gypsy, and beyond that, I think we might go to the factory this game as well. So, you know, make sure we get extra loot, because at the moment the loot situation is not very good for me. Don't really have anything right now. I mean, white burst, white SMG is not the greatest, so we'll have to sort of look around to definitely find better weapons, and you know, obviously need a shotty as well. So quite a lot of things to look out for on the way. And I think at this point here, yeah, Sun was just showing, just say, you know, the new meta of putting a flat as well as, you know, like a wall and then a ramp. If you can do that as fast as some of the more experienced players or players that play on PC, it's easier. But at this point here, just find a white AR, and really happy to have found that. And also there's a green pump in here, so pretty much feeling a bit better now, because it feels a bit more comfortable, these weapons, as opposed to what I had. So feel a bit more stable. Still not the greatest, but you know, it's a little bit better than what I had. So you know, that's one positive thing going forward. And at this point here, just still looking around. You know, the other chests that might be here. Sometimes there's one on the car, but I'm not sure if it is there. I think, is it there? Yeah, it is there. So worth looting that at this stage, because obviously I don't really have a great deal, and that's why I was saying to the boys, oh, I'm so lucky, I've upgraded from white burst to white AR, and as you can see, I find another one there, and at this point here, just gonna grab the ammo, but that's probably all the best thing that there was in that section. Nothing else really to have a look at, so pretty limited. But yeah, just moving forward with the rest of the game now, just looking to sort of see what we can find. Again, we're still in the zone, so we can take our time on this. Decided to grab the tactical here, because I always like having two shotguns in Fortnite Battle Royale, so you know, if the inventory permits it. So yeah, that's nice to have that, and also just looking to use those to the best that I can. And yeah, just moving forward here, guys. Should have action soon. This is the only period with Fortnite, it's sometimes hard to commentate, but I said to Chris at this point in the gameplay, like, I'm still recording this, bro, you know, it's our first game, we're still alive, we had an awesome start, a start that I haven't had with any other people I've played on Fortnite. I've never actually done that before, so it was pretty special. I was like, you know, it was based on that kill alone, like, we've got to win this, you know. But yeah, just some great teamwork. And at this point here, I think we push towards the wooded side, because there's sort of more mushrooms for myself and Chris to grab, so that's nice. And you know, it's also there might be extra loot around here, and at this point here, it's we're just looking around really, and I think soon we hear some noise from the factory side. So we're going to go investigate that shortly after we've come to the woods. But I'm just looking around for better weapon. At this point here, I grabbed the blue tactical, because I could see there was one from the distance and really needed some better weapons. So I'm happy now to have the blue tactical, because it's like one of my favourite shotties in the game. Besides the gold heavy is a really nice one as well. Really like the fact I got some stink bombs. I really like these. I find them pretty useful as well, in the sense that you know, that they attack health points rather than shield as well. That's a reason why I really like them, because sometimes if someone's building up, you can put a lot of pressure on them with the gas. And yeah, really nice play to have it. I pretend that I'm the Green Goblin when I'm throwing them, and that tends to help me out. But yeah, at this point here, guys, just moving forward. Chris was like, "There's a mushroom here for you, bud," and we can hear fighting. So like, Chris is like eager to get in there, man. He's like, "Right, we got to kill some people." I'm like, "Yeah, let's go for it, man. Let's do it." So At this point here, Sun just goes ahead, and we can definitely hear a load of fighting around us, and I say to them it's really close, it's like right here in the facility somewhere, so just be careful. And at this point here, one of the players jumps up on Sun and gets knocked, so good play from Sun. At this point here, he says that there's someone else around the facility that he can, I think he might have made out, so at this point I just gain a bit of height just to sort of survey and look around, just to see if I can spot this other guy. And at this point here, they were saying, where is he, where is he? And I was like, I'm trying to listen for him if he can, and then I start to hear him running down on the ground, and the others spot him as well, and it's an Omega. And he hits a really nice first shot on me there, but luckily I'm able to finish it off, nice play. And at this point here is a great player to kill because he has a lot of loot, and the main thing I want to really get here is the Scar because of the white AR problem I had. Sun being a good teammate, dropping the smalls before equipping the shield pot, so very nice play from him. You know, fantastic guy to kill in the sense of all the weaponry that he had. And at this point here I'm just dropping out my heavy because I was asking Chris if he wanted it, and Chris says he's not really that keen on the heavies, so I was like, that's okay. Then I offer it to Sun because I didn't want to hoard all the best shotties because I'm happy with blue tactical and blue pump. I do like the heavy as well, but you know, obviously my teammates didn't have the best shotties, so you know, I'm not going to hoard all the best ones. You know, they can have some as well. It's not like, you know, I just found a Scar as well, so I'm pretty happy with what I have. And at this point here as well, have you know, some stink bombs still left, so you know, really nice inventory at the moment, good stuff. And you know, nice guy to kill for some loot there, definitely. And at this point here, find another med kit which I can take with us. And pretty good situation for the zone, and also, you know, a crate is dropping here as well, so it's starting to pop off now, and a lot more action. We had like 5 minutes of monotone calm, but apart from that now it's starting to liven up. So and also have a lot of wood as well after killing that guy. Have 999 wood, so a lot of good stuff you know, going for us at the moment, and really awesome to start this one off. And at this point here, just giving some ammo to one of the bros there because I think one of them was low ammo. So yeah, and at this point just building a little you know, not one by one, but you know, a little 3-tier tower just to have a little look around. And at this point here, it's a nice position because obviously most of the teams here ahead of us, they start to fight ahead of us now. They actually have to come past us to get into the zone, so at this point here it's a smart position to take. And you know, if you want to get more kills, definitely position yourself in this way is the way to go. The only thing is here, there's quite a lot of time until you know, the zone comes in, and you know, we don't obviously want to, you know, quite far back as well, so from here I can't really hit them because I don't have like a snipe. And you know, with 148 bullets spare, it's a decent amount of ammo, but it's not to the point of which I want to spray it across the map. So here I'm just kind of conserving, you know, waiting for a better opportunity towards the end of the game to attack people. So just being really cautious here, not really, you know, more like surveying the enemy and just looking to see where they go. As you can see, there's 2 sets, maybe 3 teams fighting over there from hill to hill. So at this point here, just really watching them. And just biding the time until the, you know, the time for when the storm ice starts to shrink is coming in. So that's what we're doing here. And at this point here, I think during the duration of this fight, Chris lands some really nice shots across there. You can see the structure was destroyed. I think that was Chris that did that. And at this moment, I was like promoting him for that because it was a really nice play from distance to hit those guys. And you know, really nice play to knock out a structure from that range. So at this point here, guys, we decide to relocate because at this point here we just want to get into a better position into the zone, which I think was smart. And there's a guy here by the pylon, and I'm doing my green goblin and managed to hit him a few times, so I'm really happy. And at this point he's an easy pick in. I think Sun's on the right of that and just finishes him off. So yeah, really no coming back for that guy there. I think he was a solo player, so yeah, he had no chance really to get away. And at this point here, start to claim one of these hills because it's into the zone, and it's a good moment in which we can sort of do what we were doing previously on the other section. A nice crate in the tree there which we can monitor as well. So a lot of things that we can sort of look at on this hill as, you know, people trying to come into the zone. So again, doing the 3-tier tower because it's easy to get out. Sorry, voice break. It's easy to get out of, and you know, it's not you know, like you know, a ridiculous structure with materials to build. So I quite like building towers now in Fortnite because it's easier to monitor, and like I say, you can always expand on the tower, always do some sort of building after it. So really like that play. And at this point here, we can see the team to our west side, beyond the sun there. So at this point here, just watching from that and trying to keep an eye on them. Obviously, I want to take shots that are going to matter. So at this point here, I think Sun also says that there's someone coming up on the left towards the hill there, which I start to spot him. And at this point here, I'm just being careful to, you know, make sure I don't get sniped. The reason I built like walls behind me is because apparently there were people far south as well. So I'm just trying to focus on these guys first because they're sort of behind us, and we just want to clear our flank. So at this point here, land some really nice shots from the scarf from range, a couple of hits onto that guy, and they're actually in a fight down there as well as getting pressured from us. So it's a really nice opportunity for us to profit and get some kills over there. And at this point, land a really nice shot with a scarf from 100 meters away. So I was pretty pleased with that one in game, and net that for my third kill. So I was really pleased. And at this point here, I think the lads decide to loot, which is a really good play from them. Obviously, we need to loot to get some better stuff, so really good play to them because obviously, you know, it's good to get some extra loot. And at this point here, I decide to go for the crate that I can see ahead of me, and just keep eyes on the other team because now it's 7 players, and we're obviously a team of 3, so we're against 4 others. So I start to think, you know, based on how quiet it is, it may be a team of 4. It wasn't actually. I think it was a 3 and a 1, or like 2 teams of 2, because a lot of fighting happens between some of the teams at the end. So but there's 4 players to kill anyway. So at this point, we're just being careful with that. I think the lads looted the guys that we killed. At this point here, I decide to go for the crate because I'm in a good position to do so, and you know, also we've got to move into the zone anyway. So at this point here, we realise it's not a team of 4 because we've seen the head on display that someone knocked someone out, and if they were all a team of 4, that wouldn't be possible. So we discovered at that point that obviously, you know, they're not a team of 4 based on the fact that we saw that. And at this point here, get another heavy, so I'm bringing that to the front because it's in my opinion the best shotty in the game, because it's since they did the pump nerf, it can, you know, take out a lot of damage. So I was really happy to receive one, you know, in addition to the one that I gave Sun earlier. So you know, great play. And at this point here, some great minigunning from Chris, great overall pressure, and I think Sun is below there as well, grenade launcher. So we've got a lot of things going for us here, and a lot of nice pressure from the lads right now as we make a push on these guys right here on the hill. So at this point here as well, guys, seeing all the great pressure from Chris and Sun, I decided to push in because we've done so much to take down their base on that hill. So I'm just being careful here to push up to them and just add a bit more pressure, because obviously I've just got my scar that I want to, you know, keep putting pressure on them with. At this point, just accidentally box myself in, just start again and start to build again. And at this point here, just looking to put pressure at the top of the base because Chris and Sun have been doing some excellent work from their positions, and I'm just looking to capitalise on that. See Tomato Head here, and then see a player just trying to rush Sun quickly, so that was more a priority, so I switched who I was shooting there. And at this point here, just putting pressure on Tomato Head, a Tomato Head comrade. But yeah, just got to put pressure on him at this point, just decide to shoot out the structures underneath him, and just being careful as I do that. So at this point here, still trying to put pressure. Instead of shooting the stairs there, I could have gone for the shot on him because he was unmarked. So I do land one anyway, but at that point, yeah, I could have maybe killed him just from going for him directly. And at this point here, just drop off a little bit because I don't have many more materials just to build across to him. So I'm just trying to shoot out the structures here. I forgot where he was, and he pops out and shoots me a little bit, so I just take care to box myself in so I can use my minis. And also here, just decide to use one of the med kits, I think, because I have a spare, and you know, it's pretty much like the end of the game, that 5 HP. I know it seems a bit ridiculous, but you know, it could make the difference, so I decide to equip it. And at this point there, great pressure from us. We've counted for like 2 of the enemy players we got to fight, and at this point here, I've used a lot of ammo as well, so I'm being cautious of that. So I think that's another reason for my medium. I realised I was going to have to get more involved with shotty, so I wanted to make sure I had max health. you know, as much as I could, and you know, with 50 shields. So at this point here, great pressure from Chris. He comes down to the forest, says where they all are. So based on his call outs, I decided to move forward with him and try and find out where they are. And I can see one of them there, and a really nice shot onto that guy to finish him off. And there's a couple of teams, or remnants of teams, that we've been fighting, and yeah, the remnants that escaped launch pad away from that hill where he put the pressure on. There's another team that's fighting them, and that's pretty much the last players. So at this point I'm just making sure I'm timing my push with Chris and Son, and it's pretty much confirmed at this point that Chris Mitchell is going to appear on Serenity's vid. But so happy for that to happen, Chris, because it was fantastic playing with you the other night, man. I can't wait to get more Royales in, but it was really nice and special this one, I thought, just because Chris was there, and also, like, you know, first game with Chris, first win with Chris, first game I ever played, we won. So there you go, victory Royale with Chris. Really hope you enjoyed it. He puts on a dance, you can't see because I'm behind the wall here, but dancing with Son to celebrate. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It was really nice to get Chris on the channel. Hope you enjoyed it, Chris. And yeah, just so sick. I can't wait to play with Chris again. There you go, victory Royale. Because, you know, every time I play with Chris, it's a win, right? So, but yeah, 5 kills from me, guys. Chris did a lot of assist work in this gameplay, so credit to him, because, like, that's the most important part. Sometimes less kills, but, you know, you can get a lot of assists in Fortnite, but, you know, he definitely did his part, and it was a really nice game, this one. And nice to finish off with the Royale. So, this was Serenity's, guys. Really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys.